All right, welcome to a special edition of What's in the Box. Not necessarily really in the box. There's no boxes, it's all merch. So, decided to go ahead and show you guys all of the various Deadpool and Wolverine merchandise that's out there. Kind of a I bought it so you don't have to type of thing. Which doesn't really work for this type of stuff. It's collectibles that you would get at a movie theater that you kind of need to buy it yourself. But whatever, just if you guys were curious about some of that stuff. I know a lot of it is hard to get. A lot of the theaters were very limited supply. Some of the theaters were like, you can only have one of a particular thing, and it's like, okay, well, whatever. Just take my money. So, let's start off with a simple thing. Not gonna be any turntable style or action for this. Keychain, very straightforward. It's a best friends keychain type of setup for Deadpool and Wolverine. Turn around. I decided to get it because why not? When else are you gonna find this thing? When else are you gonna see this thing? Yeah, I'm not gonna mention any, I mean, some of these are theater specific, but those theaters aren't paying any money, they ain't paying no bills, they ain't sending me no checks, so they're not gonna get name dropped. So that's the keychain. $10 for that, not too bad. Let's just sit right here. So let's get into some of the more interesting stuff. Let's start off with the lenticular cup. It, of course, may or may not change on there as I spin this. Who knows, it might not. It's an optical illusion, so cameras may or may not get tricked by it. Essentially, it's just a straightforward Deadpool and Wolverine cup. It's got Deadpool, it's got Wolverine, it's got the two of them together. Pretty straightforward, not too bad. Very straight, very simple. The other collector's cup, not lenticular, much bigger cup. It's got Deadpool and Wolverine on the front there. Then on the back, kind of the logo, the stylized Deadpool mask, Wolverine ripping through, blah, blah, blah. The good stuff. So that's that. Let's get to these other collector's cups. Now, these actually are my favorite collector's cups. They're kind of rubberized. They're, big. Got the little figure topper on top of them. So let's go ahead and give that a spin. This, of course, obviously is the Wolverine one. It's got Wolverine on the top there. Nothing really special on the back, just, it's Wolverine and the Deadpool and Wolverine. And of course, as you all know, Wolverine's mask is two Batmans facing off, either about to kiss or pissed at each other. You take your pick. But yeah, that's that one. Not too bad, actually. This one is of course, the Deadpool one. It's got Deadpool on top with a little buy me sign on it. And of course, it's stylized as Deadpool. Of the two, the Deadpool one is the better looking one to me, mainly because of the color scheme. I mean, I love black and red as a color scheme, and it works. So these two, I'm sorry, there's one more cup, so let me go ahead and show you guys that. This one is an LED light up cup. It's kind of one of those tumblers that has two layers, so I mean, you see Deadpool and Wolverine on it. They're fighting, they're having their thing. The thing I do like about it is it's one of those that has a, what I like to call a keeper straw. So straw does not come out unless you, of course, take the cup out and pull the straw out separately. And it also has a twist top. So it's actually keeps the drink secure there. So that's not bad for that. I do like that. Out of all the cups though, Deadpool is my favorite one, but these are essentially the style that I like the most. So got that. Let's get to the popcorn related items. This one is the Deadpool quote unquote boom popcorn tin. Of course it has, the half and half face, divided straight down the middle there. As you spin, you get to Wolverine in his battle pose. And as you keep spinning, you get to Deadpool in his decidedly not battle pose. Nice tin, honestly. Nothing majorly special about it. I mean, it's a popcorn tin, so I mean, it is what it is there. Then you get to the other more. This is the one that you see at most of the theaters, I believe. And it's not truly a half and half type of set. So of course you got Deadpool on one side, and then as you spin, you got Wolverine on the other side, claws crossed, and the logo kind of sits halfway in between the two. So not too bad, pretty cool. Now, let's get on to these crazy specialized popcorn heads. We'll start off with Deadpool. Very straightforward. It's Deadpool's head. You spin, it's him. Nothing really outrageous there. The popcorn topper portion opens from, oh, that's just weird. His does not open from the top. His opens at the back, which God knows, only God knows why it opens that way. So this one's not the best for eating popcorn out of, in my opinion. I mean, you gotta kind of maneuver it to get your popcorn out, so that's not a great thing. Let's go over to the Wolverine one, which is more or less Wolverine's mask. This one is a more conventional popcorn top, in the sense that it, of course, opens from the top there. Now, the issue I have with this one, I mean, it's not a huge issue. Again, it's, you're not gonna get a lot of popcorn in there. And the other issue beyond that, and you're gonna see it even more in this very last one. The other issue I did have, though, honestly, is put a face on it. Put put a grimacing, gritted teeth Wolverine face in there, because it's just a hollow, cavity right there. It's kind of silly to me. The last one is, of course, Headpool. This one is actually the most intricate of all of them. Comes with a stand, because obviously, as you see, he would not stand on his own. And the little propeller hat, which is hilarious. Rugby helmet with a propeller hat. Rubberized mask, plastic eyeballs, of course. They're not gonna go glass or anything. That'd be a little bit much. And also dangerous for kids. The whole idea behind this is it's supposed to be as disturbing looking as possible. And of course, the top opens up. There we go. Now, looks like that's the most amount of, big, nice, huge cavity for popcorn. If you look inside, you will see that there is a whole bunch of crevices and little places where popcorn can get caught. And it just makes it so you just don't want to use it for popcorn. It's like, I get where they were going with the design, but yeah, it's like, no, absolutely not. I'm not putting popcorn in this thing, because you'll never be able to get it clean very well. So all in all, that's pretty much what was available and what was out there for the Deadpool and Wolverine merch. There is a taxi cab with Deadpool kind of hanging out of the cab. Everywhere I went that was supposed to have that sold out right away. And not that I necessarily wanted that anyway. I mean, some of the stuff was just a little too outlandish. So the cab, and I think there's one other Wolverine popcorn popcorn holder, and that's all I can really say about it. I did have the opportunity to buy it. I did not. It was just so silly looking. If you look it up online, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It had a textured tongue, and for me, it just didn't fit the character of Wolverine. So it was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna get that. So everything else I did end up picking up. So yeah, that's what was, not even so much in the box. That's what was out there for the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. If you guys have not seen the movie yet, make sure you go check it out. It is an amazingly hilarious, all cameo-filled, fun ride. So definitely check that out if it's still in theaters. I mean, I'm recording this during the first weekend of it being out. It's still out there. Go check it out. Make sure you, take a couple friends with you and have fun. It's a very, very fun movie. Definitely a fun ride. I enjoyed myself, although the rest of the Culture Junkies that went with me, we enjoyed ourselves thoroughly. I will probably go see the movie again sometime in the coming weeks when I have time. So yeah, for what's in the box, even though this isn't an unboxing, I'm GQ. See you guys next time. Culture Junkies!